hopefully in 2025 JDM comes. First 100 days, I mean, chronologically, we will not be able to finish. How can we start? What should we expect? 100 days.
Now, before we even talk about it, this is my perspective, and there are a lot of things that when I discuss with the old man, I might not bring them out because I would want our listeners and our viewers to hear from the Aussie's own mouth. Now, we all know that it's busy, and we have about 11 days to go. But some of us from the sports perspective, we have less than 11 days because we want to make sure that there's a last day that we use for the mopping up to make sure that all the clubs, all the individuals, the football gurus who called me to talk to me and those who said that, look, we've decided on A, but because of what we've heard from you, we are moving to B. That is voting for JDM and whoever that is closer to him, the parliamentarians and what have you. So I'm really excited. And I'm happy that a lot of members of parliament have infused themselves into sports development.
Absolutely.
Some of them are giving out sports kits, just like our member of parliament, Honorable Yusuf Jaja, who is going for his third term. He has distributed uncountable jerseys to clubs within his constituency. He has given out football. He has done a lot of things from the sports perspective. This means that he's trying to cushion the manifesto of NDC with regards to the sports segment. So, MUFTAWU, the 100 days, sometimes I would even say that the 100 days is too much.
100 days is too much.
You are not starting work.
Okay.
You have to put the perimeters down. It's just like building a house.
Okay.
You need an architect.
Okay.
That will give you the design. When they give you the design, you have to go and check the land. The land must be investigated. It must go through some scrutiny, whether it's a land that you can put up 3-story or 2-story or whatever. These are the process. When you are done, the contractor must be identified. Who is the contractor? Who is going to work? Is the contractor tried and tested? When you move from the items that you use for the building, we have so many. There are those that are cheap. We have the 1 cedi one, we have the 5 cedi one, we have the 10 cedi one. Which one are you going to buy? And then the contractor will give you probably more or less like the budget for the building. These are the processes. So you see, the first thing that JDM, I believe that he has already started doing is that what really inform the indicators that we've captured in the NDC manifesto when it comes to sports. There are people who spoke to JDM directly. There are those who spoke to the committee that was set up for the manifesto. There are individuals who even spoke to me. They spoke to a lot of guys who are into sports when it comes to NDC. They spoke to them. So we have to really consider the information that they gave. When we consider the information that they gave, that aided in putting together some of the things we've captured in our manifesto, that is number one. Number two, MUFTAWU, we need to also understand that we need to, by now, we are beginning to identify proactive and dedicated personalities who might be given the leadership role. And these are people who are tried and tested. They are committed. They are not really coming to exhibit their individualism. They are rather coming to let us understand that they believe in Ghana. They believe in JDM. JDM is coming to prove something to everyone. So therefore, they are there to support JDM. We'll give them that responsibility. MUFTAWU, from there, you should also be able to know that once we've identified them, now we should know that we are in the process of receiving more or less like information from those who are in leadership. We can talk about National Sports Authority. We can talk about Ministry of Youth and Sports. Having identified those that will support you. So the ministry will tell us that how far since the day you've started 8 years ago. What have you done with sport? What are the projects that you couldn't finish? The project that you finished? Who are the sponsors? Sometimes we might not even concentrate on the sponsors. If there's any deal or whatever, that will come later. We have people that will be given that responsibility too. Because within this segment, we have legal brains.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have legal brains.
Absolutely.
And then we have those who understand contractual agreement that will be given that responsibility for them to verify that. But we are looking at trying to promote, to restructure sports or football in this country. So when the National Sports Authority, with regards to the facility that they are taking care of, and the Ministry of Youth and Sports, What is it about football, basketball, tennis? But just as you mentioned, because they have a directorate at the ministry that are in charge of all the sporting discipline. It's not about football. So they will give us report on football, basketball, tennis, badminton, what have you. So this is going to inform us that, look, this is what we have. So when we see what we have, and then now we set our priorities.
Priorities.
We set our priorities.
I like that.
Meaning that we've got gather all the information from stakeholders, shareholders. Now we have to set our priority. We can decide that, look, now we are almost maybe in March or in April. So what do? Let's look at the Black Stars. We couldn't qualify for the AFCON. So JDM and his team will make sure that the Black Star would have to qualify to the World Cup, to all intents and purposes, to prove a point. So with this one, the Ghana Football Association, we need to prepare a flamboyant proposal to the incoming government through the Ministry of Youth and Sports. So these are the things that we are looking for. We are doing this, we are doing that. JDM may ask them, how would you want to be supported? They will mention it. We must also have check and balances that will support them to go through. So with this one, all of us will know that now we have established a new channel that all of us need to follow for us to be able to achieve what we want. We can look at boxing, we can look at basketball and what have you. And then again, we talk about infrastructure development. When it comes to infrastructure, we also set our priorities. When it comes to managing our domestic league, we have to set our priorities. How would you support the teams? The last time we were talking about JDM promised to support them when it comes to their salary and what have you. So they have to provide us with the information. Maybe Accra House of Folk, Adriana Stars, Legon Cities, mention all the clubs. Through the FA, maybe they will provide the information to the FA and the FA will provide that to the ministry. So for us to sit down and scrutinize them and see how would you support them. A club may say that we don't have a team bus. All we need is a team bus. We are okay with our salary. A club may say that our major problem is that we don't have a training pitch. So that is what we need. A club may say that what we need is that we need financial muscle. We need money, cash, for us to be able to do ABC. So all of them, when we identify that, we see how best we can go through to support them to achieve what they want. So MUFTAWU, it is important that we all appreciate what JDM is coming to do.